on that left wing, playing on the fourth line with Bull. And Letestu cuts in front, and it just sent wide of the net on that far side. Jackets get it back again. There's Trot. He's got the feet moving. Bull camped in front of the net. Down is Emery in the blue paint, and he will hold on. 4:08 into this fast-moving first period.
Good player, a lot of potential. He's only a young kid, Scott Laughton. He's got a lot to learn, but he's fitting in this Philadelphia Flyers roster very well.
Reed across the line. Dishes it on that right wing for Simmons. A hook there on Trot that goes unnoticed. Kept in. There's Simmons. Fires. First shot there at McElhinney. Simmons gets it back against the East in the Metropolitan Division in particular. Long shot sails in off the stick of Giroux. Foligno will play it along the left wing boards, and it's out there for Luke Schenn. Schenn on to Del Zotto. Del Zotto across the line. Drops it there for Lecavalier. Lets one fly. Juggle. Rebound left in the slot. The Jackets are quick to clear, and away goes Skilling.
I think these guys have found that chemistry, all-important chemistry that teams need to win.
Atkinson leads the Jackets with 5 game-winning goals. Down the right wing and across the line. The Flyers move into the slot. Quick shot there by Laughton. And the stop made by McElhinney. He buckled at Giroux there. Hartnell flips a backhand that's knocked down. Flyers move up ice and quickly at that. Across the line, Simmons walks right in and scores. In transition, the hottest of the Philadelphia Flyers, Simmons, who now has 20 goals to lead the Flyers, adds to his point streak with that one.
Well, let's look at this here. Look at the Blue Jackets making their way up ice. And watch what happens here, Jeff. Transition, and watch the defenseman on the left side of your screen going for a change. Here comes Connaughton on, tries to pick it up. Simmons doesn't need much time or space, but that change cost the Jackets a 2-on-1.
And for the first time tonight, they're leading on their shot clock as well with their 4th shot. Come on here after the Jackets' territorial play in the first 5 minutes, but unable to beat Emery. Down that right wing, Skilling. Fought off there by Emery. Left in the slot. Wenberg tried to chop it home.
Find that little bit of area, not need much space, and get the puck on net and usually score. So Brayden Schenn been doing his homework, and Scotty Hartnell has been helping him and told him, we worked on it every single day. Giroux to Hartnell. Voracek to Hartnell. That's right. Good momentum, good speed. Nice opportunities they didn't take advantage of, but they cannot change anything. They got to play the same way here.
Flyers walk in again. Goluboff trying to hold off the Flyer there on that wing, moving in, trying to feather a backhand pass into the slot. Comes up higher to Connaughton. Connaughton had the game winner in overtime the last time these two teams played. The Flyers tied it up. Brayden Schenn in the last minute. But then the Jackets came back with a goal from Connaughton in overtime. And here Connaughton top of the circle. Lets one fly. Kick save. The pad there of Emery. 2 icings back to back. They've been out there for quite some time here. And now the Jackets pretty well in control. Foligno cross ice. Toss back to Wisniewski. In front Foligno, and moving laterally is Emery to make the stop. And the Flyers take exception.
Philadelphia picked him up, and he's really fitting well. He's an offensive defenseman, and when you ask him what's different, he said, I'm just playing. They're letting me play my game.
Oh, Calvert with a steal. Following it up there is Dubinsky. And the stop made by Emery. Toss behind the net. There's Luke Schenn. Wisniewski pinching in. Gets it back to Connaughton. On for Johansson. Johansson. Connaughton, and that's deflected wide. Wisniewski in front. Oh, that one was tipped by Hartnell, but Emery again makes the pad save, and away goes Reed shorthanded. For Dubinsky, top of the circle, the goal line, and Anisimov. Goal mouth pass there. Jack Johnson had peeled in from the point. Now Atkinson, the waning seconds of the power play. One outstep strike. Flyers have killed it off. Thrown in front, save Emery. Rebound swept wide. Again Emery down to make a pad save.
There's no one standing still. After the shot, they're getting right on it. Nice break there as Matt Reed goes down.
Connaughton tipped by Dubinsky, scores! Brandon Dubinsky able to redirect the Connaughton shot, and the Jackets finally rewarded for their play around the Philadelphia net.
Well, that was about 5 minutes of sustained pressure by the Columbus Blue Jackets. You see Matt Reed lose his edge. Dubinsky knows where to go. Front of the net, stick on the ice. You see Reed there, he's down in a pile. Connaughton heads up play. And they finally beat Ray Emery. who stood tall here for the Philadelphia Flyers, including some big penalty killing time for the Philadelphia Flyers. Ray Emery couldn't stop that play by Brandon Dubinsky. Time you'll see guys just throw it to the front of the net, hoping that a play will connect. He made sure he made a nice play to keep that puck down there in Flyer territory.
Wisniewski turns it over. There it's picked up by Simmons. Simmons fires from a sharp angle. Pats a big rebound. And they certainly have carried the territorial play since the opening faceoff of this one here tonight. A little more than 7 minutes left, second period, but we're tied 1-1 in large part due to the goaltending of Ray Emery. Here's Dubinsky moving in front. Oh, how did Emery get that one? Everybody here in the building thought that Emery was beat there, but somehow, some way, he was able to redirect the attempted shot off his pad and away from difficulty. Here, this is Foligno walking in. Poke check there.
It's the same pad, that left pad.
Trying to lead Foligno. It's played by the Flyers. Simmons up the left wing. Return. Simmons, the lone goal scorer for the Flyers. It's been a pair of 17 for their respective teams. Sends it off the net, and they score. That one purposely set off the net, the side of the net.
Jackets players right away saying high stick. There it is. There's the initial shot. Couturier stays with it.
Hang on. They're going to review this one.
Looks like Wisniewski.
After video review was determined the puck was struck below the crossbar and we have a good goal.
Oh, there you have it. And Giroux back to retrieve.
You were talking about the face-offs and how Giroux did so well. How about Wenberg opening face-off this third period? Won it against Giroux, who's hot right now.
Drop pass, top of the circle, save, rebound, a second attempt. And the Jackets, Matt Calvert's back, able to keep it away. And misses Lamarck. Connaughton coming into this period, leading the Jackets in shots with 4.
How about Cam Atkinson coming off the bench like that? Didn't get the puck. Off the bench with authority. Good speed.
Flyers deep in the zone. Simmons sets up behind the net. Set off the wall. This is Giroux. Flips the backhand. Strike. Giroux, one-timer. Oh, pad saving a beauty. The rebound sent home. And Simmons has got his third point and second goal. It's 3-1. And McElhinney is in some difficulty. Curtis McElhinney is in some difficulty there. And he is not going to get up here. I wonder if the bench is even aware of it. Just now getting back to his feet. Remember that collision in the second period with the Flyer player landing on top of him.
Watch this here. Wayne Simmons, 17 in front of the net. He's moving like a goaltender. And as that puck comes out, he's got his stick on the ice. And he scored a bunch of his goals right there, just like that. That's a power play goal. The man...
Contact with Simmons affected him a little bit there. He was slow to get up. Certainly worthy of goalie interference if you look at the call. And then the second time on that goal. And here the Jackets have cut the deficit. Trop sends it towards the net. And it's redirected. And the Jackets are on the board. Did Jared Boll get that tip?
Jared Boll, Jeff.
It'll be his first of the year.
Point streak. As he said he would. And what a time to score a goal. That's got to feel good. Watch this play by Corey Trop. Letestu's in there too. Great pass by Corey Trop.
Finally,
the man with his stick on the ice in front of the net. Boy, Corey Trop playing with confidence. Jared Boll right there. Looks to the fans behind the net and says thank you very much.
Simmons sends it out. And Savard will scoop it back right there at his own line. Deals it on the right wing for Atkinson. Drop past Dubinsky. In front. Oh, the Jackets score! Emery makes an outstanding stop, but Cam Atkinson follows it up and is able to tuck it home. And we're all tied up at 3. Emery with an outstanding stop, but Atkinson goes hard to the net for his 12th goal. We talked about him leading the Jackets in game-winning goals. Here's another important goal, a clutch goal. It ties it up.
And how about Cam Atkinson here. There's a theme with these goals tonight, Jeff. Off the goal.
Takes it across the line. Along that wing, thrown back to the point here for Del Zotto. Del Zotto, Giroux, the goal line, backhanded by Umberger, and McElhaney the stop. Anticipating and making the stop. Final seconds of regulation. Flyers to the line. Connaughton, quick shot. There is the whistle. The horn not working here tonight in the building, and we are through regulation. Jake Voracek wins the board battle, tries to throw it in front, gets it up high. This is Streit. Streit, Giroux, tipped there by Giroux, and following it and tracking it down was Curtis McElhaney. Foligno deep in the zone. Walks away from Luke Schenn. Here's Wisniewski with a shot. Rebound, scores! Artem Anisimov, and the Jackets pour off the bench, winning in overtime. And again, a rebound left in front, and Anisimov tucks it home. The Jackets win in come-from-behind fashion.
And the Columbus Blue Jackets tonight start to finish, put a game together, and they finish it off on a play that starts right here. Foligno with the puck. Watch this. James Wisniewski leads on it, and then Anisimov alone in front. And that's got to feel pretty good as he checks the crowd as they erupt. Foligno wins that battle on Luke Schenn. Wisniewski gets it on Emery, who was strong all night long.